So, do you really know how to use the move tool properly in Photoshop?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I guess you don't, right? I know you've been using the move tool for quite a while now, but do you actually know how to use the move tool properly? Oh, so today I'm going to teach you how to use the move tool properly in Photoshop. So, you ready?
Nice.
Let's get right to it. Alright, so what you are going to do now is you are going to select the move tool, and when you press V on your keyboard, it's going to select the move tool. That is the shortcut for selecting the move tool. So let's press V on our keyboard, and when you press V, you get the move tool. So this is how the move tool looks like. Or you can head over to the toolbox and or select it manually. So when you come to this side, this is the move tool, and when you right click on it, you are going to get the move tool and the artboard tool. And I'm going to teach you how to use the move tool, and I'm going to teach you how to use the artboard tool as well. So let's select the move tool. So you can either press V on your keyboard to select the move tool, or you can select it manually from the toolbox. Now, what this move tool does, you can use the move tool to move your pictures, your text, or your layers from one place to another. So you can use the move tool to move or drag this image either to the top or to the down by clicking and holding the mouse. So as you can see, I'm moving the picture, or I'm dragging the picture to any position. So that is the work of the move tool. Do you know that you can also resize your picture using the same move tool? Yes, you can either increase or decrease the size of your picture using the move tool, and I'm going to show you. So when you select the move tool, you come to the top here, you are going to see the show transform controls, and this option is only available when you select the move tool. Alright, so what we are going to do now is we are going to click on the small box right here, and when we click on it, it's going to give us some control options around our picture or around our subject, and we are going to use these control options to either increase or decrease the size of our picture. And when you click and drag on any of these boxes around here, you can either decrease the size of your picture or increase the size of your picture. So you can play around with these settings to either increase the size of your picture or decrease the size of your picture. And when you are okay, you click on OK. So this is the OK or the accept button, and this is the reject or the decline button. So if you are not okay with the changes that you made here, you can click on the reject or the decline button, and it's going to go back, or it's going to revert back to the original size. So when you click on the reject button, you see that you've gone back to how the picture was in the beginning. And if, let's say, you are okay with the changes that you just made, and you want to commit or you want to accept these changes, you click on the OK button, and it's going to accept these changes. So you can also resize your picture or your images using the move tool, and it's very simple. Do you know that you can also move 2 or more pictures using the same move tool? Yes, the same move tool, and I'm going to show you. Alright, so we are going to resize this picture a little bit, and when you are done, you click on OK. Alright, so what we are going to do now is we are going to duplicate this picture, or we are going to make a copy of this picture. Now when you press Alt on your keyboard, the cursor is going to change to this icon indicating or telling you that you are ready to make a copy. So you click and drag this picture to make a copy of the picture as you are seeing over here. So as you can see, we successfully made a copy of this picture. So we can make as many copies as you want. So let's hold the Alt button again and click to drag to make another copy of this image. Let's make our last copy. So as you can see, we have 4 copies, and you can see all the copies over here. So this is the original picture. This is the first picture that we imported, and we have the other ones that we just copied. So you are going to see them over here, and these are the layers tab. So anything now, any picture or anything that you do over here, or any text that you import, you create over here, and you are going to see all of them here, so that you can make changes, you can select, and you can sort them out in this section. And one thing about the show transform controls, I'm going to show you one secret about the show transform controls. The show transform controls can help you identify the type of layer that you've selected. So as you can see, I've selected the layer 0. So you are going to see the show transform controls around the layer 0, indicating or telling you that I have selected the layer 0. So if I select the layer 0 copy 2, the show transform control will move and hover around what, or revolve or select the what, the layer 0 copy 2, telling you that I've selected what, the layer 0 copy 2. So I can drag or I can move this image to any position I want. So you see that this layer or this picture is what is selected. So you see the hot show transform controls around what, this picture, indicating or telling you that I've selected this picture. And when I move over to layer 0 copy 3, you see that the show transform controls will come to this what, to this side, telling you that well, I've also what, selected the what, layer 0 copy 3. So the show transform controls can help you what, know the kind or the type of picture that you've selected, and it's pretty simple. All right, so what if I want to move 2 or more pictures together? All right, so what we are going to do now is we are going to select the first picture, that's layer 0 copy 2, and the show transform controls will revolve around that picture, and we are going to select the second picture. So we are going to hold shift on our keyboard whilst selecting what, the second layer. So you hold shift on your keyboard and select the second layer to add what, the selection to the what, to the existing what, selection. So you are going to make 2 selections by holding what, the shift key. So as you can see, I've selected 2 layers. That means I've selected 2 what, pictures, and when you move these pictures, it's going to move these 2 pictures together because you've selected the 2 what, pictures. So you can add in another picture by holding shift and then you click on the layer to select what, the third picture. So when you move it, you are moving all the 3 pictures together. So with the help of the move tool, you can move 3, 4, 5 images or pictures together at once. All right, so I'm going to teach you this, and this is free, this is bonus, so you have to subscribe to my channel for more free tips and free bonuses. All right, so what we are going to do now is, as you can see, when I select the move tool, I can move these 2 freely without any restrictions. But when I hold down the shift key whilst moving, the picture is going to move in a straight line. So you see that I'm moving the picture in a straight line by holding the shift key whilst moving or whilst dragging it. So if you want to move your picture in a straight line or in a straight direction, you add the shift key to your movement whilst you are moving the picture. Do you know that you can also rotate your picture using the same move tool? You can do so many things with the move tool, and I'm going to teach you. So we are going to use this picture and we are going to rotate this picture. All right, let's zoom in a little bit. So as you can see, when you bring your mouse or when you bring the cursor to this side, you see that you are going to get a straight arrow. So with this straight arrow, you can increase or decrease the size of your picture, as I said earlier. But when you move a little further away, you see that you are going to get a curved arrow. So you are going to use this curved arrow to rotate your picture. So anytime you see a curved arrow, it means that you want to rotate your picture. And when you see a straight arrow like this one, it means that you want to either increase or decrease the size of your picture. So we are going to use this curved arrow. You click, you hold the mouse, then you rotate or to rotate your picture either to the left or right or wherever you want to rotate this picture to. And it's very simple. When you're done, you just click on OK to commit or accept these changes. What if you want to rotate only a section of your picture? All right, so what we are going to do now is if you are using the old version of Photoshop, you are going to get this feature that I'm talking about. That is the pivot is going to be in the middle of your selection or your picture. When you select the show transform controls, you are going to get that pivot around here. But when you are using the newer version of Photoshop, you have to enable it yourself. So we are going to enable that feature, and I'm going to show you what this feature does. All right, so after clicking the Control T to bring up the transform controls, we will then go to the top here and click on this small box. So when we click on it, see that we are going to get the pivot, and we are going to use the pivot to rotate our picture or part of our picture. So what we are going to do now is you can drag the pivot. You can drag the pivot to this side. So when you start rotating your picture, that part is going to stay, and the other part is going to move. So as you can see, I'm moving the other part, and the place where the pivot is not moving. So if you want to move part of your picture and leave part of your picture, you can use the pivot. And when you bring it to the middle, you can rotate the whole picture as well. So you can just bring the pivot to any side, and then when you rotate, you are going to get this. Very simple, right? And when you're done, you click on OK to either accept or decline the changes. Okay, so this is how you can successfully use the move tool to the fullest, and it's very simple, right? So what are your thoughts and what are your experience with the move tool so far? Leave your comments down in the comment section, or if you have any questions, you leave your questions down in the comment section and I'll get right to it. So I'll see you guys in my next video.